Hi, just a quick note before we start this video. YouTube has been messing around with the audio and with artificial intelligence, and it has been changing the voices from our own voices into robotic artificial intelligence voices. I think this is because our videos often are in 2 different languages, so it automatically tries to translate it into something else, and it's upset a lot of people. There's a very, very easy solution. All you have to do is go into settings below the video and then change the audio track to Italian original. That's all you have to do. So please don't unfollow me because it's not my choice. It's YouTube deciding to do this for us, and it's just very, very easy to resolve. So let's change that and get on with the video. There are going to be 7 of us for dinner tonight, including 3 vegetarians, 2 of which are behind me, 1 which hasn't arrived yet. So I've decided I'm going to do a giant pot of ribollita, which is the classic Tuscan soup made with vegetables, cannellini beans and bread. So we're going to cook it together. The first thing I need to do is to get some bay leaves, alloro in Italian, and we've got tons and tons of laurel plants, trees, down in the woods, so I'm gonna have to go down to the woods and pick some. Okay, this is already laurel, if I can reach it. Thank you, wind. So I'll pick some of these. I'll actually take some extra so I don't have to keep coming down here every time I want to cook with them. Look at my lazy little doggy. She knew I was not going for a walk. So last winter, up between the fence here, there was an arch with wisteria across it. And the arch broke with a strong wind just here. So I want to replace that because I think it was really nice, and the wisteria, well, it's all leafless at the moment, but it was a beautiful pinky lilac colour. So we need to get another arch put in here. Now, all the recipes I've seen use dried cannellini beans, which are supposed to soak overnight for 12 hours and then boil for like an hour and a half. And I definitely don't have time to do that. So I'm using canned beans, which is fine. Then I've got zucchini, celery, onion, carrots, laurel, rosemary, and a bit of garlic. And the bread that I use is, in Italy, you get this dried bread like this, and it comes in a big bag, and it's really, really hard. You have to sort of soak it in water to use it. So I will be putting a few pieces of this in it towards the end of the cooking time, and it will soften up, break up into crumbs, and thicken up the soup quite a lot, and it really bulks it out. So that's what we'll be using. And to help me today, I have my lovely assistant, Skye, who's going to learn how to make a ribollita. So we'll all learn together. Right, you come this side. Now, you need to chop up all of this, so you can give me a hand chopping some of it. Which knife do you prefer, big one or little one?
Little.
Okay, what do you want to chop on video? Okay, I've just chopped up a load of onions and my eyes are watering, and I need to just take 5 minutes out. So my other lovely assistant, Nicola, is going to come and take over. I'm going to have 5 minutes off, and these 2 are going to tell you about this incredible adventure they're about to have.
Okay, yeah, so me and Nicola have wanted to go to this one country for quite a long time, and we finally decided to... non fa niente.
Va bene. Tu puoi anche tagliare qualcosa. Fai sempre pezzettini.
And we finally decided to book our trip. We're going to go to Japan. We're going to spend about a month there. And obviously we're going to go to different places. I've never been before, so obviously I'm going to do the usual places everyone goes to, which is Tokyo, Kyoto, and then also Osaka. And also some other places which maybe are less heard of, or they're still touristy, but you know, I've never been there, so it'll be the first time. It's really exciting. I don't know what else to say.
Are you going to film any of it? Are you going to let people see?
Am I going to film any of it? I definitely would like to make a video. The only thing is, if I do it, I'll end up doing it for the whole trip. But if I don't do the first few days, then I'll forget and I won't do it. So I need to get into the habit of doing it. Maybe I'll bring a GoPro or something.
You can have the Osmo Pocket if you want.
I don't like how it looks though.
Okay. Well, you can take the GoPro.
I'll take the GoPro. I think I like It's not great for at night, but I can use both my phone and the GoPro, maybe.
Like, you could use just your phone.
I could use just my phone, but then my camera roll is just going to get, like, after a month, it's going to get absolutely full.
Okay. I think if you did film it, you'd be really happy about it about 5 to 7 years ahead. You'd love the fact that you can now look back on those videos.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I want to film it. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to get posted. That's a different story. I don't know if you'll want to use any bits of the videos.
Well, I'd love to. I mean, I'm sure people would love to see the Madeira video that you did was really popular. I really loved that. Yeah.
Okay. So I might do it, and then who wants to watch it gets to see a bit of it.
Yeah.
No expectations though, because I don't know. I might forget and I won't film anything because I'll be having too much fun.
So, what part of the trip are you most excited about, each of you?
So for me, I don't know, it's really hard to say. Like, the place I'm most excited of seeing, maybe because I don't really know as much about it, is the Izu Peninsula, which is this bit of, well, it's a peninsula. It's obviously near the coast. I don't know, it just looks really exciting. There's like a waterfall hike you can do with an onsen in it, which is like a thermal bath, which you can do outside near the waterfall, which seems exciting. Then I get to see the coastline, a couple beaches. There's a point where, if we're lucky and the weather's nice, we get to see Mount Fuji in the distance, and it will look really big because we're on the coastline.
Okay.
What about you?
My most exciting thing is food, of course. And I don't know everything, because in Japan I think everything is special.
Yeah.
Different from here.
Different, very different. Everything works differently, and they have so many things. So I don't know everything.
Yeah, food is a big one for me as well. I know Granddad's been to Japan and he said he hated the food, but it'll be different for me. I mean, there's already some stuff that I know I like, and then there'll be some different stuff to try. I mean,
are you starting in Tokyo? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting in Tokyo just because it's the easiest place to fly in from, and it's best for getting the flights. I'm also flying out from Tokyo because it just makes more sense to book your flights that way.
Yeah. So if anybody's been to Japan, or if anybody lives in Japan and has something really, really fun and exciting that they could possibly add to their itinerary, do leave a comment below, because we're always up for great ideas, fun stuff. They're going to be there for all of March, aren't you?
Yeah.
And the end of February and the beginning of April.
We will also obviously rent a car in some places, which will make it easier to see a lot of stuff. I think it's really adds to the experience. I mean, they've got amazing public system like trains and buses and stuff like that, but obviously there's some places where there's a bit less, and if you get to go with the car, it's a bit easier and kind of cheaper in the long run. I mean, if you're taking like buses and trains every day, it does add up.
Yeah. So I've got 2 cans of cannellini beans. One of them I'm going to mash so it makes the soup more creamy. Now you could do this with a blender or a stick blender. I still haven't bought myself one, so I'll do it this way, which is fine. Apologies to anybody who already knows this, but I'm teaching Skye and Nicola as well today. So a great base for any soup or anything like that is onion, carrot and celery. So you can cook them all together. So I'm going to just put them all in the bowl and then chuck them into the pan. And you want to cook these until they're soft, and then you can start putting the other ingredients in. Into the pan. And we'll just leave that to heat up and cook. Okay, in with the zucchini. It took a bit less time to cook. Oh, I've got to do. And now we can throw in the tinned tomatoes. Rinse it out with a bit of water and add that. And a big squirt of toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Concentrated tomato.
What?
Well, it says 2 tablespoons, so just a big squirt. And then another one. Yeah. So now we've let that cook for 5 minutes. We're going to add some water.
Is it boiled?
Yeah, it's boiled, just boiled, so that's fine.
And don't forget to add salt, because if you're like me, I always forget to add salt.
So we want quite a lot of water, so I think you'll probably put most of that in because the bread will really soak it up afterwards.
This?
And we need enough for 7 people, so more, the whole lot. Okay, that's been bubbling away for about half an hour. We're going to add the beans. So there's 2 tins of beans. One is mashed and one is whole. Careful it doesn't splash you. And we're going to stick some of this lovely dry, when I say dry, I mean like really crumbly dry bread in here. And this will really soften up. It won't stay in big lumps. So
it actually tastes really nice once it's done. It doesn't even taste like bread anymore. I feel like it tastes a bit...
Yeah, let's do that. We can add some more later if need be. So this has been now soaking for about 20 minutes and you can see that the bread is really soft, and if I stir it, it's going to all break up and just absorb into the soup. And actually it's now time to add some more water because that's taken up all of that water, and it will eventually all disintegrate and it'll be a lovely mushy soup. And to serve it, you can drizzle some extra virgin olive oil on top, which really does make a huge difference. And if you want, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Skye and Nicola have gone out for a walk, and I just gave the soup a stir, and it's just occurred to me I forgot an ingredient. So one of the major ingredients is green leafy vegetables. So something like kale or bietolo, I don't know how you say that in English. So I didn't have anything at home. I've just had to dash out and go to the supermarket, and all I've been able to find, they didn't have anything fresh. So they've got some bietola and some what they call herbs of the field. So it's like basically a mixture of greens, and these have already been cooked. So I'm just gonna dump them in the soup quickly. It'll be all right, nobody will know. I also have just Googled bietola and it's chard. I should have known that. Right. So erba di campo is a mixture. So here we go. Chard, chicoria. Oh, that's what it is. So basically I've bought 2 things. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's just use it. I'd normally put some kale in and maybe some spinach, but this is fine. I might not use all of it. There's quite a lot here. That's from the rosemary, by the way. Well, not just a random stick. Okay, there is my wooden spoon. Ah, now that looks more like what it should look like. How did I manage to forget that? Okay, it's now nearly 8 o'clock in the evening. We are reheating the soup. And if you remember, the name of the soup is ribollita, which means reboiled. So it is now being reboiled, and we will soon be having dinner, and we still haven't quite figured out where we're going to let everybody sit. We might have to do it in shifts. We've only got 4 seats at this table, or we could bring another table in. So here we are. This is the finished result. I've done some bruschetta, some with pomodorini, little tomatoes with some olive oil and garlic, some with some stracciatella, which is like the inside of a burrata cheese, with anchovies and tomatoes. And here we have our ribollita, nice and hot and steamy. And we have solved the seating problem by bringing an extra little table in here. And 3 of us, we'll have the children's table and the adults table. That's what we'll do. Perfect. It's like a little restaurant. Oops. L'altro giorno, pensando l'altro giorno che avevo fatto tanto.
Devo fare il bis.